everyone, I'm Ann, your go-to gal for all things soccer, bringing you the thrills, spills, and occasional faceplants from the beautiful game.
And I'm Kay, the guy who's watched more matches than he's had hot dinners. Together, we're diving into the chaos on epic sports shenanigans.
Picture this. The soccer gods are smirking down from their cloudy thrones, rubbing their hands in glee. This is round 2 after that heart-pounding thriller last time. You know, the one where Benfica snatched victory from the jaws of defeat like a cat burglar in the night?
And that last game was pure drama. Benfica's goalkeeper Trubin turned into a superhero that had Madrid fans weeping into their tapas.
We've got Jose Mourinho, the special one himself, leading Benfica like a mischievous wizard, facing off against the Galacticos of Real Madrid.
But here's the twist. Two-legged ties are like those tricky exes. Familiar, but oh so different each time. Benfica's has to rewrite the script.
Real Madrid are elite in this competition, a club defined by Champions League success. Now they've lifted the trophy 8 more times than any other team in Europe. And once again, they're on the hunt for a historic 16th title. But the path forward won't be simple. Standing in their way is a side managed by a man who knows the Bernabéu inside out, Jose Mourinho, who spent 3 seasons at Los Blancos and now leads Benfica into this knockout round matchup. Benfica getting the home game in the first leg and Real Madrid getting the home leg in the second leg.
It's going to be tough. Courtois and Mbappé, reliable as sunrise. The rest, question marks bigger than the Bernabéu itself. If Madrid doesn't seal the deal in the first leg, this turns into a slugfest. Benfica's scrappy heart could topple the Giants.
Let's talk about these two teams, though, because Benfica, they're coming off that historic moment that happened in match day 8, but we haven't seen a great Benfica side this Champions League. They lost their first 4 games in this league phase.
Yeah.
But do you think that moment will now change the whole direction the club is going in this Champions League? Do you think they'll be riding off that momentum going into this game?
I would hope so for their sake. Jose Mourinho is a manager that, with his motivation, can refocus a team. They lost to Karabakh at home on match day 1, then they beat Real Madrid at home on match day 8. I think that just kind of tells the story, but the turnaround has been more recent than long-term. Right before this weekend, 200 fans showed up at Seixal, which is the Benfica training ground. And you know when 200 fans show up.
Protest.
200 furious ultras storming the training ground, confronting Jose Mourinho himself, demanding answers after a season of heartbreak. This is football at its most intense, loyalty tested, emotions exploding.
For gosh sakes, there was talk in Portugal about Mourinho possibly losing his job if they didn't make the next stage. But now everything has shifted because of a goal, not from their top goal scorer, not from their center back on a set piece, but from their goalkeeper. So there is a little bit of aura, especially since the matchup repeats immediately. There definitely is going to be a newfound belief in Benfica going into this matchup.
Is it a blessing or a curse for Benfica to tango with Madrid so soon after Trubin's heroics? That win was epic.
Meanwhile, Real Madrid's licking their wounds, plotting revenge after being bullied by a goalie, humiliated, missing out on the top 8. They need to step up collectively, dig in deep, like construction workers in a rainstorm, hard hats on, making their star power count. Boys, let's grind.
Although we tend to romanticize a lot when we look at the past, Mourinho was a very divisive figure when he was at Real Madrid. There are talks and assumptions that he split up the Spanish national team because of the clásicos that were played under Jose Mourinho when he was at Real Madrid, that he pushed out Iker Casillas, he didn't want Casillas friends with the Barcelona players, and he ceded a lot of that divisiveness.
Speaking of Mourinho being divisive, here is Gerard Piqué talking about Mourinho's effect on the Spanish national team.
It's true that, for example, when we won the World Cup and then the Euros in 2012, that I remember that at that time Mourinho arrived to Real Madrid, there was a moment where the relationship was kind of tense, like difficult between Barcelona and Madrid, and the national team at that time, I think, was 80% of the players from Barcelona or Madrid. And for a period of time, 2011, before the Euros, it was difficult to manage that. But at the end of the day, you have to think for the team, and the best thing we could do is to work together. We forgot about what was happening in our clubs, and we won again the Euros in 2012.
The big question is, will the Madrid players be ready to overpower Benfica's intensity and momentum?
Do you see them winning this Champions League this year, or do you think they're going to get in their own way?
I think the easy answer is no, right? Because they've got injuries in the back line, and they've made a managerial change, as you mentioned. No Xavi Alonso. Now they got to change the mode. but this is Real Madrid. I mean, I feel like the last couple of years that we've said no about this team, right? And here, the thing that I can't get over in just saying no is you've got two guys on the field that if they're playing poorly on the day, they can flip a game on its head in an instant. In Kylian Mbappé and, of course, Vinny Jr. We haven't spoken about Rodrigo. The problem for this group is in the back. One, they've got Thibaut Courtois, who has saved them time and time again.
So what's the real issue?
Something we should remember are all of the injuries Real Madrid is dealing with.
Huijsen's been in and out with injuries. Rudiger, of course, we know his story. Again, injuries. Valverde has played. He's better in the midfield, right? But now he's playing right back because of all the injuries they have there. I just go back, Nico, to the two guys that on any given day, in any moment, right, they can beat you with one play. You can't ever count this team out.
And Mourinho, he's the master of turning games into battles. Physical, mental, the works. He'll make it gritty, like a street fight in a Lisbon alley. Remember, Asensio and Rodrigo are out for leg one. Madrid's squad is thinner than a supermodel's body.
I don't doubt Mbappé. Obviously, I don't think any of us do. I don't doubt Vini either, despite him having a poor season compared to the rest. I think this team has a lot of the same issues from last season.
Question.
Where's the football? Who's the tempo setter?
Imagine the energy at Estadio da Luz. Like a rock concert, Benfica will feed off that energy, taking the game to Madrid in both games.
The haters call Mourinho's tactics dirty tricks, mind games, messing with heads.
So this in no way is mind games, reverse psychology, hoping your players will...
With me, it's also mind games, With me, it's also mind games. Everything I say is mind games. Everything I do is mind games. Everything is mind games, The only thing that is not mind games is the results. That's not mind games.
They do look like a team that's still a little bit unorganized. Who is that person that's going to grab the football and give you an idea, a set tempo, a play, break the game up?
Mourinho will be unleashing mind games that will have everyone buzzing. He's probably scripting it in his sleep right now.
Oh, absolutely. He's the master.
Not only that, defensively, I think they're even weaker than last year.
If he gets into the heads of the Madrid players, Benfica could eliminate Madrid.
Listen, it's hard to go against Real Madrid in the Champions League. They might have enough quality to get past Benfica over the next two legs. But to win the Champions League, right now, today, I don't see it yet.
Benfica's storm is brewing, and Madrid is in the eye of it. Who wins? Buckle up, folks. It's going to be legendary.
All right, shenanigan lovers, what do you think? Will Mourinho's magic outshine the Madrid stars? Drop your predictions in the comments below. We read every one and might shout out the wildest. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe to Epic Sports Shenanigans for more epic breakdowns. Share this video with your soccer-crazed crew. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the comments.